back, baby.
Can you believe we're back? We've been off the air for 16 weeks.
Don't even talk about that. Too long.
What happened? Why has it been so long?
Well, we're very busy. And plus, they shut us out. The restraining order is passed. We're allowed to come back to the studio.
Yeah, I guess so. You know, the cuffs are off.
The cuffs are off.
And we're roaming the countryside.
Still feeling the pain from the cuffs, but they're off.
Yeah, well, you know, it was bound to happen.
So, we had a very successful, well, in our opinion, first season.
Well, actually, this is why we should tell everybody, this is the season finale.
Season finale.
Episode 6.
As we speak, people are gathered around their TVs. They probably have s'mores.
Why am I shouting?
I don't know. That's what you do. You know? A lot of people are probably watching right now.
Yeah.
Families are gathered around.
Yeah. Yeah.
You know, there's nothing going on outside.
Well,
it's
it actually is a beautiful day. It's 78 degrees.
Fine.
It's May.
So maybe
it's gorgeous.
It's 5 o'clock
Right.
on a Sunday. Maybe a lot of people aren't watching us, but
okay. Well,
anyway.
they'll watch later when we put it on YouTube.
Of course.
Yeah.
So a fun season 1 is coming to an end. Shall we do a brief recap?
Well, why not? Let's
well, we might as well.
point out the highlights.
All right.
Were there any?
There are a lot of lowlights.
Well, there were a few highlights.
We had highlights.
Yeah.
We had highlights up the yin-yang.
So what happened in episode 1?
Episode 1, Drayton Wilson Freeman,
That's
the great
true.
Drayton Wilson Freeman was here. And he talked about a number of things.
Yeah, he had a T-shirt. It said eat. It said drink. It said
Pray,
sleep.
love, something about away. I don't know.
Yeah.
So that was fun. Had a great time with Drayton. He might come back at some point.
Well,
he was watching. He was watching the royal wedding a couple days ago.
That's true. He was going to. In fact, we'll talk about the royal wedding, which was yesterday.
Yeah.
We won't talk about it for too long, but he really ensconced himself, did he not?
He ensconced himself in scones, actually, in sponge cake at 7 a.m.
Wow,
Not to mention champagne.
I think he was at the Copley Plaza downtown with a fantastic outfit and hat.
He was. A nice blue feathery thing.
Nice.
So we had Drayton in the first episode. Second episode, as a lot of you guys know, we had, who was it?
We had
Wellington the Magnificent.
Well, no, that was, I think, episode 3. Episode 2, we had a half-human, half-puppet Blues Brothers extravaganza, right?
And he was great,
Yeah, he did. He basically did put both parts. He had a wooden dummy, although he told me afterwards it was rubber. It wasn't wooden. Because I wanted to know how he cared for his dummy, who's been with him for, I think, close to 2 decades.
And again, you guys can see all this on YouTube.
Much like the same issue I have with you.
Right. I have to get you wound up a little bit sometimes. A little wind up to it.
Yeah, right. Yeah. Exactly.
So he was great. He did a Sam Cooke song. Did a little duet.
That's right.
Jake and Elwood.
Yeah.
And then we had Wellington the Magnificent.
Wellington the Magnificent, who was a magician. He came in. He had a beautiful assistant.
Lovely assistant.
That's right. I think he was in chains, and he somehow got unchained. And
I don't know how he did it. There were rubber balls involved.
I believe there was a kind of a long wooden coffin almost where he sawed someone in half.
We're still looking for the other half of his. Anybody sees a beautiful brunette, half a brunette wandering the streets, let us know. And please return her to CCTV because we need her for the next.
They do have a lost and found here, by the way.
They do.
Yeah.
That's how I found you.
All right, and episode 4.
Oh, is that Renee?
That was Renee and the Pies.
The fantastic.
In fact, that was the birthday special, January 7th.
That was Larry's birthday special. Yeah. We'll get to another birthday special.
We had these delicious coconut
gâteau type
muffins.
There were cupcakes, I believe.
Cupcakes, and
she brought some
apple
amazing pies
and a raspberry.
And she was great, and we talked about film. She's a movie buff.
Right.
And she watches films.
What was her favorite movie? Do you recall?
I can't recall.
It was a pie related.
Oh, it was Mildred Pierce.
Right.
We asked about her favorite pie movie. You would think it was Waitress.
Well, that's my favorite.
Which is okay. You know,
I was going to see the musical, but I didn't get to.
Yeah, we'll get to that eventually. Right. But Mildred Pierce is her favorite pie movie.
Yeah, I'm not familiar with it.
Well, you will.
It sounds like the name of somebody that would bake a pie, though.
Mildred Pierce.
Right.
Yeah, the movie was before 1993.
Yeah, it's not
so
somebody you want to date, probably.
No.
You don't want to date a Mildred.
No, I don't hear the name Mildred that much anymore.
Yeah.
If you do, it's, well, I don't want to insult all the 18-year-old
There could be Mildreds out there, but probably they're asleep by now.
Yeah. So we had her, and then we had, Animal Tales Rescue.
Yeah.
With Watchdog Mary.
Watchdog Mary.
Fantastic.
We had 2 beautiful dogs. We should follow up to see if they got adopted. They were foster dogs.
And again, these are on YouTube. You guys watch the episodes. I thought the dogs did get adopted, no?
I'm sure they did.
Do you remember their name? Pepper?
Pepper was one. I met another Pepper this morning, by the way.
Angel and Pepper.
Angel and Pepper. I met a little Yorkie Pepper this morning.
Really?
3.5 pounds.
Wow.
That is the smallest size of a dog, by the way. Mm-hmm. They range in size or weight from 3 to 4 pounds up to probably 300 pounds.
I didn't know that.
Yes.
And you've really got into dogs the last few years because of your lovely dog.
Well, yeah, I have the Chronicles of Chen we're going to talk about in a little bit.
Yep.
That's my dog.
That's a brief recap of season 1,
Yeah.
even though this is the last episode. As far as season 2 goes, with Anything Goes with Larry and Ray, we're open to suggestions, but we're going to be lining up some folks that work in local restaurants, maybe do some food reviews.
Don't forget that long list of actors, actresses, you know, from the entertainment
We have a lot of
industry.
talent lined
Right?
up, to be honest with you.
Aren't you working on a few? Stephen Wright, I think?
I'm working on
Who
a
lives
few.
in Cambridge?
Well, it's Stephen Wright's great uncle who might want
Well,
to join us.
let's not forget, we have a connection there.
We do.
Stephen Wright's mother dated our good buddy Andy Legore.
And a shout out to Andy. I don't
That's
think
right,
he's
Andy
watching
Legore.
because he's in New Jersey right now.
He's in New Jersey.
But yeah.
But he did date Stephen Wright's mother.
Yes.
And don't we have a connection to Tom Brady, to Matt Damon?
We do. It's like 30.
Right?
You've heard of 6 degrees of Kevin Bacon. This is more like 50 degrees
Right.
to Tom Brady. So I'm sure he'll.
Right.
You know, he's not doing anything right now.
It's
At least the
in
Giselle
between
on.
seasons,
Giselle
right?
would be good. Yeah.
Yeah, and by the way, Tom Brady and my wife have the exact same birthday,
Wow.
August 3rd.
Very
So we
nice.
got that
You
going
won't
for
talk
us.
about the year, but
Yeah, well,
different years.
he's probably a little younger.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So we'll try to get some local music acts on during
That's
the year.
right. What about that musical band you promised me?
There's several in the area.
They're in the
that we're gonna
works?
get. It's in the works.
Have you
The
made any
gears are in
phone calls?
motion. No calls. It'll happen. Trust me.
Okay.
All right.
All right.
So again, you know, anybody, if you want to call 617-876-0055. Any suggestions about what to do on season 2? We'd be more than happy. If anybody wants to come by and say hello in our beautiful semi-spacious studios, please do so. And it's a beautiful day out.
All right. Let's get to a few topics.
All
What
right,
do you
let's
say?
talk about.
You know, the time's flying.
Time is flying. 5:11.
You want to start with your birthday? You want to
Yeah, let's
start
talk
with,
about-
you know, the royal wedding? What do you want
Well,
to
let's
start
talk about my birthday. For
All
the
right.
10th year in a row,
Right.
our good friend Larry here hosted my annual birthday
Yes.
celebration. Each year, we try to mix it up and do different venues, but we ended up at the East Side Bar and
The
Grill.
East Side Grill, we had at least 20 people there.
20
and
people.
It was kind of like...
We only knew 2 of them, but 20
Right.
people were there.
I would say it was a lot like Pee-wee's Playhouse, right?
Right.
You had a cast of characters that you don't see in, you know, walking through the streets, really. I don't know where you found this.
We had a beautiful eclectic mix of friends, and Larry did a great job emceeing the event. I think everybody you really tied the room together.
Yeah, we had the Pigeon Sisters, for example.
Pigeon
Who, as
Sisters.
it turned out, did not really appreciate the moniker.
Right.
And we had to smooth that over, did we not?
We did. Larry was giving a toast to various people at the party, including the Pigeon Sisters, the lovely, who was it, Judy, Mary, and Jules.
Right. One, in
And-
fact, is a PhD from Harvard, I learned.
Right.
Right? A professor
A
of
professor.
psychology.
I think that's a Tufts.
Yeah.
But she probably got
now
her
she's
degree
at
at
Tufts.
Harvard. Yeah.
She started at Harvard.
Wow. I know
Right,
that.
and here we are.
See,
We're
you
basically-
talk to people. That's
We're
why
in the
it's good.
belly of Harvard, you know, right now.
Yeah. So the
Only
Pigeon
blocks
Sisters
away.
were there, and again, the Pigeon Sisters. It sounds like an odd moniker, but it relates to the Neil Simon play, The Odd Couple, the
Right.
film.
The movie.
The Pigeon Sisters were the 2 lovely ladies who lived upstairs.
Yeah, they were English. Hey, we
Before
got
we
a
get
phone
to
call.
that, we have a call
All
coming
right,
through.
tell me what to do. Pick up.
What you want to do? See where it says pick up? You
Hello.
wanna pick up?
Anything Goes with Larry and Ray,
Hit it.
episode 6, season finale.
Wow.
Who's calling, please?
Oh my God, I know that voice.
Oh my God! Can you turn up the volume?
I don't think
Do
so.
we have a way to do
I
that?
don't think we do.
How do we get a little volume? Anyways, go ahead. Who's
Go ahead.
calling? Is this Rhonda?
It's Rhonda.
Hey, Rhonda.
How are you?
We're fantastic. How are we? We've missed you. We've been off the air for 16 long weeks.
16
and
weeks.
mostly we've been worried and wondering, what have you been up to?
Well, you know, lots of dog walking. The weather's getting a little bit better.
Yeah.
Today was a wash.
That's fantastic.
Rain.
There was a little rain out there.
Yeah.
Did you guys get caught in the rain? You and the dog?
What's that?
Did you and the dog, when you were walking the dog, did you get caught in the rain?
Yeah, we got caught in the rain. It was awful.
Oh my God.
Soaking
Yeah.
wet. Soaking wet.
I hope-
With the thundering and lightning, because you know dogs, they don't like thunder or lightning.
Not at all. In fact, they generally like to hide under the bed. But, you know, I have to say, so do I.
Yeah. Yeah. It took me 20 minutes to get Larry to get in the car because it was raining. He actually hid
Yeah.
under his Honda.
That's
before
true.
coming to
And
the
it
studio.
wasn't, I gotta tell you.
He
it
was
a little-
whimpering.
That's not normally where I like to rest.
That's true.
Well, you get along great with the dogs, because
Yeah.
they don't like the thunder and lightning either. But
Right.
I've been alright. You know, I've been taking it a little easy.
Yep.
It's spring allergy season.
You know, there's a beautiful dog walking by our studio right now, even
Yeah.
as we speak. Very shaggy.
Well, we're all over. We're all over.
Yes, your people are everywhere. I hear there are 65 million domestic dogs in the United States.
That's a lot of dogs.
Yes.
And only 25% of them are married, so that's kind of odd, but maybe not.
I think they play the field mostly.
They really do.
There's nothing formal.
They're not.
Perhaps civil unions,
They're not
but
meant
that's
to
about
settle
it.
down at all. Yeah, you can't. So.
Well, I'm glad to hear you guys, and I'm glad you're back on the air for your season finale. I wish you lots of luck, and I'll see you in the next season.
You're going to come on next season. We're waiting for
I
you.
was about to ask, how about season 2?
Perhaps you'll come in the studio and bring your fantastic dog.
Yeah, I don't know about that. But, you know, I'll call in every once in a while. But you boys take care, all right?
You're
All
a very
right.
busy woman.
Well,
very
thanks
busy.
for calling in. We've missed you.
All right, miss you too, boys. Lots of love. Good luck to you.
Thanks,
Okay, we
Rhonda.
love you
You're
too.
one of our top 10 favorite
That's
callers.
true. She's probably our favorite caller.
I think she's our only caller.
Yeah, I think you're right.
Yeah. And speaking of callers, good luck with the dog walking. All right.
All right.
Let's
and
hang up.
There
Thanks,
you go.
Rhonda.
So back
That was
to
nice
the.
of her.
That was nice of Rhonda to
So the
call.
birthday party,
Back to
yeah.
the birthday party.
Had a great time. I want to thank everybody
Yeah.
at the Eastside Bar and Grill. I forget the names of the maitre d's.
I think there was a Clarence. I
It must have
believe
been
there
a
was a Flo.
A Flo? Yeah, and a Mel.
And I think a Euclid.
It could have been
Yeah, I think there was a Euclid.
a Euclid,
Yeah.
yes. But they did a really nice job, a nice eclectic mix of people.
Right,
And
great
you-
food. You don't walk away from that place hungry, do you?
You really don't,
No.
especially because we had a pizza before walking in.
Yeah.
And Larry announced the engagement
That's
of my
right.
brother and his
Right.
lovely fiancée,
Yeah, and we'd
Vicky.
like to give a special call out to Chris and Vicky on their engagement, their upcoming nuptials. They were actually thinking of flying to London a couple of days ago to do a joint service with Meghan and Harry.
Yeah.
But they didn't want to, take up too much spotlight. They
Yeah.
wanted to give them their day. So
give them
they
their
decided
space.
to
They're very
keep it
busy.
here local, right?
Yep.
Probably on Cape
In
Cod.
fact, Vicky, I think, likes the idea of having, believe it or not, the ceremony on this very show. My brother, not
Right,
really. For
much
some
like
reason.
Tiny Tim and Miss Vicky on the
Same
Johnny
thing.
Carson show.
And look how that turned out.
Right.
How did it turn out?
I think it turned out pretty
They were
well.
married for a while.
Right, and they became quite famous.
Very famous.
At the time, might have been the most watched Johnny
It was.
Carson episode, probably talk show episode in the history of television.
It was very famous.
time.
After you guys are through YouTubing our season 1,
Yeah.
maybe check that out, the Johnny Carson.
I think
Miss
Chris
Vicky.
is thinking of taking up the ukulele.
In fact, speaking of weird instruments, Larry, in a few minutes, he'll finally play the trumpet.
That's right. It's
live.
going to happen tonight, and the reason is
Let's hope. We'll probably have a power outage.
we cleared the deck. We had
Clear.
many guests lined up,
Yep.
but we decided, you know what? We've been promising at least one particular viewer that we would play the trumpet this year, and this year is here and ending tonight.
Yep.
Well, the season, anyways.
Sadly.
So we put our heavy-duty guest lineup
Yep.
a little bit on hold. We'll kick off season 2 with a bang, and we'll regale you with some fantastic, perhaps Herb Alpert music.
We're going to regale.
Yeah, and there's one other classic that we'll also hit.
Which we'll keep to ourselves for a
Yeah.
few minutes.
Yeah,
so.
but we have time before we get to that.
So anyway, the birthday party was great, and
Yeah.
I heard that you're doing a life coach thing.
Well,
Let's
I
talk
am
about that
working.
briefly.
I actually am working with a transition coach. She's helping me figure out what is my life blueprint. Have you ever heard of that term, your life blueprint?
Not really.
Who are you supposed to be? When you were a small lad,
Yeah.
there was probably, a place for you to go in your life. Of course, you didn't know. You have to kind of, basically figure it out for yourself, right?
Yeah.
Was anybody helping you determine? Now, you actually did have great role models as parents,
I did. I had
right?
two
And you
great
did actually
parents.
follow in their footsteps.
I did, literally.
Yeah.
Every time they turned around, they'd bump into me. Yeah.
But you pursued a fantastic work in the social field, social
Human
work,
services.
human services,
field, which we all know pays a
Right.
lot of money.
yeah.
Pays about as much as this gig does. I'll put it that way, ladies and gentlemen.
a
you
little
know what I'm
bit
saying.
more.
Yeah.
But you do good. But me, on the other hand, I didn't know what to do.
You're lost.
Right? I went to high school. I was fooling around. I played my trumpet a little bit. When I came time to go to college, I didn't know what to do. I happened to be watching Hawaii Five-0 at the time.
Yeah.
And they were doing a crime lab scene, and I said, that looks like something I would like to do.
So naturally, you never followed that.
Well, I
but-
did actually study criminal justice for 1 year.
Really?
Until my cousin said, no, you're not going to make any money doing that, go into business. And then I did that, but you know what? I wasn't following my dream. I wasn't
Right.
following my passion.
Yeah.
So that's what this transition coaching is all about. It's about finding your life blueprint, figuring out what it is that's going to make you truly happy, and then pursue that.
You know, I commend you for that.
Yeah.
A lot of people don't do that at the age
Yeah.
of 30. You know?
Yeah, so I'm ready to make a big career change at some point in time. Not tomorrow,
Right. Not
but
the next day,
you know,
but-
down the road.
Yep.
Right?
And that's great. So you're following
Yeah.
the dream. You
Yeah.
feel good about it.
Yeah,
All
I'm
right.
excited. I'm not quite there yet. We're
Maybe
only,
that dream will involve us sort of expanding the show a little bit. Who
well, that
knows?
would be the ultimate.
That
yes,
would
it
be.
would. So we'll see how that goes. But
It would be,
it's been a great experience so far, and I'll keep you posted.
Excellent.
Yeah.
Good. And what
All
else
right.
we get going on?
Oh, we have a lot of things going on. Do you want to talk about King James and Queen Elizabeth?
Well,
Do you wanna-
LeBron James, God, the Celtics got blown out by Cleveland yesterday.
That's true, but they did win the first two.
Yeah.
And I actually heard somebody comment that they actually needed to get their butt kicked a little bit.
I agree with that.
Because they needed to get roughed up.
Yeah.
And maybe I think that'll actually
I totally agree.
clear their head for the
I
next
say
game.
Celtics in 5, to be
I hope
honest with
so.
you.
We
I
have
really
to win
feel
on the road, which we haven't been doing
Yeah.
in the playoffs.
Right. It
Right.
wasn't fun to watch, but sometimes, you know, like
Yeah.
David Carradine said, I believe it was season 3 of Kung
Yeah.
Fu,
Yeah.
when you watch debacles down the road, it makes you stronger or something.
That's right. What doesn't kill
Like that.
you
makes
you
stronger.
stronger.
I think that was Kelly Clarkson,
Yeah.
wasn't it?
Yeah.
I
Which
don't
is
know.
a good segue for the royal wedding.
Yes.
Right? I
Talk
don't know
to
if
me
it's
about
really a
the
good
royal wedding.
segue. But, I'll tell you a couple of little things that I picked up on that I
Yeah.
thought were great. So you got Queen Elizabeth.
Yeah.
She looks fantastic.
How old is
in
she?
that, well, that's my point exactly. So she's in her 90s.
Yeah.
Her escort, I think his name is Philip.
Yeah.
I guess it's Prince Philip.
Prince Philip.
He's 96.
96.
No walkers.
None.
They are walking around.
Really? Unencumbered?
Unencumbered. They jumped out of the Rolls Royce like they were 27.
Wow.
Right? She's in a beautiful mint green, metallic mint
I
green
love mint green.
dress, right?
Yeah.
I mean, who else can wear mint green but Queen
I've always
Elizabeth?
said Queen Elizabeth is the only person.
Right.
I mean, anybody. Larry
Yeah.
can wear teal.
Yeah.
He can wear forest green.
Right.
Regular green, dark green.
Yeah.
You know, sea green, but not mint green.
Exactly.
Not many people.
And then you
well,
got Meghan Markle, the Markle Sparkle,
Yes.
and you got Harry driving away
Markle Sparkle.
in a one-of-a-kind electric blue, silver blue Jaguar.
Wow. Was it a real car or was it a
No,
made
it was a Jaguar. It was an electric Jaguar. Probably
Wow.
the first one made. It was all electric. It was silver blue. It was a convertible.
Yep.
And they were, taking off because they're kind of the new. They're ringing in a whole new monarchy, a whole new generation,
Man,
a whole new way of doing things. Right? And there were lots of celebrities there.
lots of
Do
celebrities.
you know that Oprah had to sit in the back?
Really?
And when you sit in the back in this particular church, it's like being at Fenway Park.
Really?
The seats are very tight. They haven't been refurbished
You
in
know
I
an
think,
awful lot
200
about
years.
this. You know,
Pardon?
you really studied this.
Well, I watched a few little snippets, and
Wow.
I'm like a sponge.
Wow. In fact, next time Drayton does come on the show, he's
Yeah.
going to talk about Drayton got up at like 4 a.m. to start preparing for the royal wedding.
That's true.
Hope
That's a
you
little,
prepared for it here.
that's a little frightening,
Little obsessive.
but interesting
Okay,
at
the
the same
champagne,
time.
the scones, the sponge cake. So that was going on. What else do we
Yeah.
have here? I want to get to a little bit of trumpet playing in a minute because time is of the
it's
essence.
5:22. I better start,
Yeah.
to be honest with you, because if I don't start, it's not going to happen, right? Unless you want to do one more bit.
No, I'd
Why
really
don't we
like to
play,
do-
and then we'll come back and
We'll
do
come
more
back
bits.
and we'll
All right, it's
do a little bit of a wrap
5:22.
up.
Can you change? I can't believe what time it is. Can you change the?
It is flying, baby. Yeah. All right. If anybody
All right.
wants to call in
All
while
right.
Larry's preparing,
Are you people ready for this?
Larry's preparation.
All right, this is a call out to
For trumpeting.
Mark Kaiserman.
Who's Mark Kaiserman?
He's my, he's bombastic Kaiserman. He's famous.
Is he your accountant?
He's world famous. He's basically, he's a guiding, he's a guiding light.
All right. What's the first song
Right.
and who composed it?
Well, it's a Herb Alpert number. I don't
Who
know.
doesn't love Herb Alpert?
I can tell you who composed it. Words by Johnny Flamingo.
Wow, that's a fake
And
name.
music by Evan Bud Coleman. I didn't
Evan
know
Bud
that.
Coleman.
But in fact, Herb Alpert did make it famous. And here we go.
Here we go, folks, and hit it.
Hey, buddy.
that's your best
All right.
performance
All right.
to
Thank you.
date, I think.
All right, I can play one more or two.
Let's do one more. How about the one that's the theme from the dating game?
All right,
What's
you
it
want
called?
the theme from the dating game? Okay.
Do you guys remember the dating game from the, what was it, early 70s?
It's also known as Spanish Flea.
Spanish Flea.
Words and music by Julius Wechter.
Wow.
How about that? Also made famous by Herb Alpert.
And Hit It.
There you go.
For those of you who
I
do
would
not
do another
know,
one, but I think we only
well, come
have
on over here.
a
Let's
minute.
wrap up.
All right,
We
cool.
only have about a minute,
All right,
literally.
very
Well,
good.
2 minutes maybe.
And I'm back.
Larry's been taking
Right.
trumpet lessons for about 2 years.
Yeah.
Of course, he's failed them. No, just kidding. That was very good.
You liked it?
It wasn't bad at all.
I'm a little winded, but I'm okay.
And you can
I
always let
can't
us.
complain.
You know us, we can't complain. So anyway, we
Yeah.
wanted to pop in and
Yeah.
just, it's been a while, so
Yeah.
we wanted to sort of connect with our audience
That's
again.
true.
And thank you guys for tuning in. We're going to do our next show when? Do we know?
Well, yeah, as a matter of fact, June 17th.
June 17th.
Yep,
What
which
is that
is,
something like?
there's always something happening mid-June.
Yep.
At that, we expect a large studio audience. They're gathering even as we speak. And we will have a guest, and that will come announced at a later date,
Sure.
before June 17th.
And as always, you guys are free. Anybody's free to come by within limits. Knock on the window, say hello,
Yeah.
come into the studio. We appreciate the emails, the cards, the letters.
Wow.
Well, maybe no cards and letters.
Yeah.
Maybe a couple emails we had.
You know, we
Some
do-
graffiti, you know.
We do have a Facebook page. We haven't really been using it, though.
No, I think we have 3 followers.
Yeah.
I haven't even followed it yet.
Yeah, you don't
so-
even know how to get to it.
Yeah, but we are going to get Anything Goes with Larry and Ray mugs and things like that.